Happy Homebrew Wednesday. So some of you may remember, and if you don't, we'll talk about it. A couple weeks ago, I guess, Mike was kind enough to bring
months. May have been months by now.
It may have been, yeah. He brought his Mark II carboy and keg washer on the show, and we discussed the pros and cons, and he demonstrated it, and really what the happened after all of that was I wanted one. So I started looking into it, and I had been wanting one for a while, to be honest with you, because I'm lazy and I like things to clean my carboys and kegs for me. Yeah. So I started looking into it, and I found this as an alternative, and I thought I'd pick one of those up.
This or this?
This, and there's other stuff too. But it's the Bucket Blaster from Kegland, I believe. Kegland Bucket Blaster.
Yeah, now Kegland's got a lot of nice stuff.
They do.
So I gotta say, when I found out they had a carboy and keg cleaner, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I was, and there's a couple of reasons I chose this over the Mark II and I'll talk about those here in a bit. But let's just talk about kind of what this is initially. So I was thinking about doing an unboxing video because I'd watched another video as I was researching this. Some guy was doing, a nice Australian gentleman. He did an unboxing video, and this thing came sealed. And I swear to God, it took me 10 minutes to get this lid off. I was watching him, and I was like, "Oh, come on, man! You can't." Oh my goodness, they made sure that thing was on there. So I'm glad I didn't subject myself to that kind of embarrassment.
Yeah, no kidding.
On film. So, but I wanted to test it out too. So I cleaned a couple things, and anyway, so this is very similar to the Mark II in the sense that you basically have a vessel full of water or solution, PBW, Star Sand, what have you.
Sure.
Sure. You could probably do that. Actually, it'd be kind of fun.
Aerate your wort this way.
I don't think the pump would like that, but
yeah.
Sure. But it has a submersible pump that you submerge into the liquid. You then attach a couple pieces of PVC. I'll talk about this one here in a second. There we go. And then this one in here. And then obviously what one does is puts this pump onto this cool little stand here. Put your carboy, keg, what have you, bucket even, on top of here, turn it on, and it shoots water up in there. Now what kind of drove me towards this one over the Mark II is several reasons. One is it has these, which is, and I don't know if the newer Mark II has this or not.
Well, so the Mark II has a little screw-in spigot thing that you can screw into the top.
Yeah.
That goes, and it'll do one. Yeah,
it'll do one. Okay.
So I saw that, and I thought that was pretty nifty.
Yeah,
too.
this is pretty neat. So this is and
it's a duo-type fitting.
It is a duo-type fitting since it's from Kegland. So yeah, these come apart fairly easily. Now, one thing to mention for those of you that might use this, I use the 6.5 millimeter tubing in my Keyser, and I thought, oh, this is cool. I got a ton of that stuff. I can make this however I wanted to. This is 8 millimeter. So if you're buying some and you want to buy some extra tubing, which I probably wind up doing for different configurations, make sure you get the right stuff. So obviously this attaches onto here. I apologize for that horrible screeching noise. Golly, man.
And all the banging.
Yeah, and all the banging. Don't mind me. Okay. Yeah, and there, oof, goodness gracious. And there you have it. Pretty simple.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is handy. So you could clean the keg and the posts simultaneously. Or at the same time.
As the case may even concurrently. Oh man, and the suction cups are fan-freaking-tastic.
Annoyingly so.
Yeah. All right, let's put that on there.
He lost the suction cup on the counter here like 3 times. Just while I've been here.
Yeah, just because I just set the pump down just for a second and, all right, let's do this. That way we don't have to listen to the annoying. Anyway, okay. So, and another reason that I went with this over the other one was I was thinking if I have 3 buckets, one with PBW, one with water,
Oh yeah,
one
you
with
can just
Star
move
Sand,
it one to the other.
yeah, just move this back and forth, and I can.
That's a
knock
fair
those out.
point.
So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's take a look at see how it works. So yeah, you just pop this in here. Now I don't have a keg to clean. Well, I do have a keg to clean, but I'm not going to clean the keg.
So one quick question: if you didn't have the hose attached, it would come spraying out.
It would shoot out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Which isn't a problem, I guess, when it's down. I guess it'd reduce the pressure coming out the top.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I do have this little PET plastic carboy that I use. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, it's very similar to the other one.
I don't say it to many guys, Jesse, but that's an impressive streak.
Well, you know, I have it checked every year in my physical, so yeah.
Did it make that satisfying thump when it hit the top of it?
It did. I think it did. Let's check it out.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. Yep. So, yeah. So I think a bucket might be challenging because it's the same diameter as the bucket in which it's sitting. But I did a couple kegs the other day, carboys, glass carboys, I think would be fine. So one of the concerns that I'd heard people that had these was that they wanted to make sure that it was filled up all the way, because there is a max fill line right here, and it's 3 gallons. I don't typically do that. I just do it until it's just over the pump.
Yeah.
Just because it's fine, and it seemed like that had enough.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, the main concern there is running the pump dry.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, you have it, I don't know, a good 3 inches? Because I think the pump is probably right about here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've got a couple of inches above the pump, which is what I do. Because one advantage I see of this over the Mark II is if you fill the Mark II up, you know, it's so shallow that if you're running sanitizer, the foam builds up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you end up turning it off and waiting.
Yeah. And I ran into that with this one. I don't know if I put too much sanitizer in it, but it was
coming out. Okay, so it's going to be an issue. I mean, the sanitizer foams.
Yeah.
All the time.
And that's just the way it is. I don't know if it's. I mean, I like doing the kegs with the sanitizer in it just because it gets into the tubes. And
yeah.
So
that's handy too.
Yeah.
Because for me, when I do all the kegs, you know, I'll run them all through cleaning the bodies, and then I'll switch it out and put the post cleaner on it, or the pickup tube cleaner, and run through and do all the tubes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where they'd be a lot easier to just do them both at once.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and the other thing that I found, to much my wife's chagrin, I think, is that this fits in my kitchen sink.
Oh, nice.
So I just kind of fill it up with hot water, and I just do everything in the kitchen sink. So I don't have to monkey around with getting the hose out.
Oh, that's handy, yeah.
Yeah, so and everything fits in there just nicely. And if it does overflow because of sanitizer,
it's a sink. Yeah,
it's a sink. Don't care. Yeah, so it's I don't know. I think I kind of like this one. It's it works out pretty good. So the only disadvantage I see to it, but with the Mark II, is you can easily put components into that big tray, whereas getting like a lid or something in here is a little just a little annoying, but it's not that huge a deal. That and dealing with these tubes is kind of a pain in the rump, because the problem with the Duotite stuff is or this EVA barrier is it's not very flexible. Yeah, it doesn't want to bend, but you know, trade-offs, you know.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, no, I think it was a good. Oh, that's the other bonus is I think a brand new Mark II, $100, $99.99 is what I've seen them on
we'll put
online.
The price right here.
Yeah, this one was $70.
$70. Okay.
So it's cheaper too. Yeah. So it's important to note that I purchased this. This is not a gift from anyone, unfortunately, because whatever.
This is not a paid endorsement.
It is not. So I would
or even a compensated endorsement.
Hardly, yeah. So, but I'm not about that. So, but yeah. So anyway, so there it is. If you, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. So I noticed the Mark II actually comes with a bottle washer, a tray that you can fit on, or it doesn't come with one. You can purchase one.
I see.
Yeah, that attaches to it, and it'll sanitize a bunch of bottles. Although it's geared for 22-ounce bottles rather than 12-ounce or 16-ounce. 12-ounce, right?
12-ounce, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's. I don't know if it. I haven't bought it because I didn't know if it would be worth the expense. But they don't make any sort of get up for this, do they?
Not that I know of. Okay. I don't know if. No, that's not to say it. Those.
Not saying it's a big detractor, though.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, just my process for sanitizing bottles is totally different.
Yeah.
I just put them in a bucket and let them sit for a few minutes. Yeah. But those. One thing I'm going to say again about the Kegland guys is that they seem to be very innovative.
Oh, yeah.
They're always coming out with new products and new, so that, that might be in the future if someone emails them or something. But, yeah. That's interesting. I'd like to see that with the...
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't use many 22-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, mainly when I bottle, it's to, enter comps or something. Yeah. Sometimes share. 22 ounces are good for sharing, but...
Yeah, 12 ounce or 22?
22 is good for sharing. Yeah, that's what the Mark II said.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So, yeah.
I thought you said 12.
Yeah, not 12 ounce, which would be more valuable to me.
Yeah, that would be to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because most people bottle in the 12-ounce things, I would think.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I like it.
So, yeah. It's okay. I should have put some PBW or something in there, but, whatever.
Yeah.
Get the idea.
And I would think, so they say not to use PBW on plastics. I would think it'd be okay if you got it off of there pretty quick.
And that's because I looked into that because...
You don't want to soak them in it.
Right. Yeah. That's when it starts becoming brittle and you start having issues. And you don't want to soak your kegs either because I guess it can cause some pitting, and that's no good. So, yeah, PBW is stronger stuff than I think I give it credit for.
I gotta say it. Actually, you had a bunch of dunk on. No, you still do.
No, I still do.
I thought it washed off.
No. Yeah, I bottled or I kegged the beer that I had in there. I think maybe 3-4 days ago. So it's caked on there pretty good. So I'm gonna have to scrub it a bit.
Right. I wonder how high it goes. Good. Turn it on.
But it goes up to my ceiling.
No, turn it on. Let's see if it'll hit that.
I don't know if it'll reach. I had to move it. Yeah, it won't reach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry. It's got an extension cord, and then of course it doesn't have a ground.
Oh, yeah.
Ground plug, so. But anyway, I don't know. That's it. Pretty short and sweet.
Well, yeah, it looks like a nice piece of gear.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a good buy. I'm happy to have bought it. So I've been happier to have been given one for review. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll shut up about it now.
But, so if you have one or the other and prefer one over the other, let me know. I think the main piece of feedback I received about that Mark II video was that people said there's no way to heat the liquid in there, which I didn't necessarily see as a big detractor. I wouldn't leave it in there that long.
Yeah. So
but I mean, maybe so. And I'm concerned about clogging the pump up with gunk. So him and I were talking, and I usually clean mine up pretty well before I even put them on there. It's not like I take Croizon and all and blast it out.
Yeah, you give it a good shake or something. That's what I did with this. Yeah, obviously I got the yeast cake out of there and all that stuff. So yeah, my concern would be I tried to look it up really briefly, and I don't know what these pumps are heat rated to.
Yeah.
So I don't know how hot they can, if they can tolerate, what kind of heat they can tolerate. So I think with the PBW, hotter is good, but I honestly think that tap water hot is probably just
I would assume that'd be hot enough.
Yeah, just fine.
Although PBW is a force of nature if you get it hot.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's really good.
Yeah, it's good enough cold because a lot of times I don't feel like heating water and I just put it in there cold and let it sit for a bit and holy moly, I even converted my wife. She loves that stuff.
Yeah. Well, you got judge more comps.
Yeah.
So you get free PBW.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I bought it. I don't know. Then this might be. I was ecstatic when I found this liquid PBW. I was just like, oh, that's amazing because it's
What's the dosing?
It's 1 to 2 ounces per gallon. So and this is a 16-ounce bottle, so
yeah,
it goes pretty quick, obviously.
Yeah.
But so does the powder.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah, so
I rarely use it to the recommended dosings, I think. I usually just put,
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Yeah, so it's, that and, I won't get into that, but I was just happy to see that because that was the one thing that, even when it's hot water, unless it's like super hot, it takes a while for PBW to kind of dissolve and get mixed in. So when I saw that, I was pretty happy. But
sweet.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, so like I said, let us know. Let us know what you thought about the Get Up. If you have one of them, what you think about it.
Yep.
Pluses, minuses. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Ring the bell if you want. You can click the bell. You don't have to.
Okay.
But,
it's there. Click it. It's a button. Click it. So, but anyway.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching our video. Check out our website at coloradobrewtalk.com for more great content.
While you're there, be sure to leave us a comment or drop us a line with your thoughts.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at CO Brew Talk, or follow the links below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content.
Or episodes, as the case may be.